For week 3 video journal, we're to tell which interventions we will use, why, and how we will implement them, and why we chose those particular interventions. The interventions that I'm choosing are peer-mediated instruction and intervention, prompting, and task analysis. And I think that I will be using these interventions for communication and language. I selected peer mediation intervention because I have access in my classroom to typical peers that already work with my students. I was never very much sure about how much information I could share about the student's diagnosis with them. So one of the things that I'm going to change is, tell them exactly what we're looking for and what we want to improve on. They've been with the students since September, so they already have some idea about, they have a lot of idea about how we work with the students and the plan. So I think we'll make a plan. The particular student I have, he doesn't act appropriately when he's irritated or when he's frustrated with the work level, and he's not able to communicate that with us. He doesn't have the words to tell us yet. And I think we've already implemented the strategies when he says he doesn't want to do something, and as long as he says it in a calm, polite-ish manner, we honor his request. And that's working really well, and I'd like to step it up now that we work for him to tell us why he doesn't want to do it now. If he doesn't want to do it now because he needs a break or because he's tired or he's hungry, if he would tell us that, it would make our lives much better. And his too. And prompting seems to fit in with that. When you say, tell us why, or use your words, or is that the best way to do that, or try again. I think that prompting would help a lot, and I think the peer mediation, after the students that are working with him have been trained with those cue words, it'll help a lot. And then task analysis. He starts out very angry because I think he doesn't know what to do, so I think if we break the task down into much smaller segments, he'll have more luck. Well, it won't be luck. He'll have more strategies to get it done. I think a lot of his behaviors come from his inability to communicate and use language to express how he's feeling and what he wants and what's wrong. Are you hungry? Are you sleepy? Do you not know how to do it? One day he had a terrible fit or meltdown because he didn't have the right color pen. The instruction says that use a blue pen for this and a red pen for that, and he didn't have a red pen, and he didn't seem to know how to ask for a red pen because they weren't in the cup where they usually are, and he just became incredibly unglued about it. And if he had just had the task analysis, if the pen is not there, ask for the pen. So that prompting would be great. It was hard to choose the ones I picked over the other ones because I also thought self-management would be nice, or social stories would be nice for it, but they've not really worked because, he knows their strategies. They've been used with him a lot, and he'll say that social story is not going to work for me. So we're going to try to have peer mediation. Everyone in my room is a woman, except for some of the typical peers that come and work, and he really likes working with those boys and has much more success. So I think that'll be very beneficial for him. The prompting, I think, will come really nice when the peers do the prompting instead of a teacher, because they're often quieter because they respect the other students in the room. They're students still, so that they're still they're talking in class, but they always are quieter, and it doesn't seem like everybody's prodding at him at once when it comes from his peers instead of from the teachers or one of the aides that work in the room. The task analysis will be great because those will be into smaller steps. It'll be easier for the peer to mediate that and to organize that. And we'll have visual cues for him there also for both of them. And these are tasks that the peers have already mastered, so I think that will work well. So these are the 3 evidence-based practices that I've selected, sort of what they are, and how I will use them in the class. Thank you.